Can you go on your phone and share it to the group?
What you mean by that?
Never mind. Like, find it on your phone and share it to the group.
You mean on YouTube?
Yeah.
I could try if you tell me what it's gonna be called.
It's
Last
my name,
night when
bro.
I tried to look, that shit.
My name, Yayo Que.
See if I can find your page.
Hey, you turn that down for me a little bit? You hear me? Nah. Is that you watching the game? Yeah, turn that down for me real quick, bro, while I'm broadcasting. You ain't gotta turn it all the way down. I'm just no, I'm not. I know we finna lose. It's gonna be a bad season for us. I knew that when we drafted the way we drafted.
Is that you watching the game?
Shit not letting me post it in the group. You hear me?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll see what I can do. Bro, that shit is ridiculous, bro. 43 interceptions.
Are you talking about something about it?
No, me, nigga.
Oh shit, me too.
You got 43?
40 something, I know I got a lot on.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers.
I just had to delete it. I couldn't figure out how to get it in the group. Normally, you press where it says friends at, and that should have bring up the group.
Probably like copy the link.
Oh, gotcha.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Did you copy the link?
Oh, no, I thought you said you was doing it. Oh, you did it.
I'm getting to it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Boom.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here we go. 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and he's got it.
Fuck,
What
man.
a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the... Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
I'm on that shit.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
I'm on that shit, bro. I'm on that shit, bro.
Picked off by Blake Martinez.
I've been studying film, nigga.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shutdown.
I'm letting up, bro. I'm letting up, bro. I'm going for the next round.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, let's go! Let's go! Give him the finger to King Baby Combo, nigga.
A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Second down, Mayfield. He finds McKinnon, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense now.
Oh, he got to drop that. He got to drop that.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
There you go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
What was that? Is that shit playing back? Why is that shit playing back? I can't. That shit over. You shit, no? No.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down.
Let's go! Devin Bush with the pick, baby.
Picked off down near the 5. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Tackle made that time by Cornell Armstrong. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Let's go, come on.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football,
you make one move on one person, and that's Brian body back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Let's go, come on. Get reset. Hey, easy. Over.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers.
Put the bus in neutral and send that nigga packing, cuz.
Best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown.
Everybody done left me out the chat.
Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's
Catch, bro. Where's Sean Douglas at?
Corner Josh Norman, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! He's coming!
Toss play to McKinnon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
I ain't know if
Mayfield now from the 50.
No, I'm sitting here kicking with my little bro. He's scared to me to have him hurt. So I'm
I feel you. I feel you.
Picked up by Jason Young. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I'm gonna holler at you in a minute.
He was trying to hit Thomas. Time. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, 50.
And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Reset. Hey, easy. Box it.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. Room here to run.
Come on, bro.
24-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Hey, check 26.
Shit.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Hey, 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the
That's
football.
true, my
Doesn't
friend.
matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
319. Inside.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will
Let's
get
go,
this
son.
into the end zone.
This nigga
Touchdown,
tripping right
Green
now.
Bay. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
4 first half
Crosby
touchdowns.
connects on the extra point, and the route
he was
is
playing
on
like
here
that
in
in
this
real
first
life.
half.
Our defense can't stop shit, bro.
Here's Myers now to kick it away.
What's your face? Your face funny.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right side. That's complete to Maurice Thomas. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
No. Check. Patriot.
First down, Mayfield.
So we both suck, so
And
it shouldn't
Davis
be a
with it
problem.
inside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of
Yeah,
bounds.
nigga, yo, Eagles,
11 more on that one,
Did
and
your Eagles
another
lose to the
first
Giants
down.
today, first of all?
When you see zone defense and you know you
Okay,
got a drag
yeah, we
route
talk
on as your
5 and
primary
5 and
call,
6.
you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go
Yeah,
because
we
he might
come around
wander
there
into
too,
some
man.
tough coverage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another
We
first and
4-5
10.
and 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, he got smacked.
Packers pick it up.
Who smacked him?
Possession.
Who hit him?
At the 38
Who hit him?
line.
Oh, Jabril Peppers smacked that nigga. That nigga coughed up a turkey bone. Thanks, Travo. Appreciate you.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
319. Hey, Mike. Switch. Check 59. Hey, 88.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
319. Zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete here. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Defensively, celebration
It's
time
cool.
because they
You won't need him back
finally
next
forced
game.
an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete.
Bro,
And
truck.
he'll be taken down
Truck.
at the
Every
46-yard
other time,
line.
man, truck.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Every other time you want truck, but today you don't want truck. Today you want no truck. Truck.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Green Bay.
Get that bitch out of here.
Busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Busy. It's my third punt of the game.
Panthers
I
now
got
as
4
their offense
touchdowns.
comes
Bitch,
back
what you
out
talking
onto the
about?
field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach,
no
all right,
Sports
Coach,
halftime
thank you,
report.
and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I
talking
wanna
real
know.
shit
I
to
would
you,
love to have been in there
baby.
because we often
Come
have
back out
the
here with that
feeling
same
that there's a lot of
bullshit,
shouting,
cuz.
screaming,
Hit
people
you with my
upset.
same bullshit.
But typically,
See?
halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better.
Nigga, I'm telling you.
And he almost
We ain't
gets
told
this to
you.
the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length
they
of the
played
football
me.
for a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield rolling to his right. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
My son.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
My
That
son.
one goes for 24
bullshit.
yards.
My son.
Yeah. All right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
What you doing out here, Q?
Watching now, Barney!
Shit, man. Living my best life.
No. Patriot!
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Are you the 6
And
seed?
he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Into that.
Nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Man.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd
If I put
down.
that bitch in there 1 year for testing and then found out it was OP and took it out.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Oh my bro. Oh my. I put triangle on everything.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
That's what I'm saying.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot
too.
of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make
They
people
should
miss
find
in
a
the
way
open
to
field
expand,
can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action now.
Wide receiver.
Oh my God, they gonna let me jump, bro.
Demaryius Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get a security deposit back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Right on, listen to your ass.
Why you
That's fielded in the end zone.
I thought he missed it.
Spins away. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Billy Brown.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
Bye-bye.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown,
Marquez Valdez Scantling,
Scantling,
nigga. He ain't doing shit in real life, but damn.
And the Packers add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah, I lost.
Here's Myers now to kick it away.
Shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
198 yards and a touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Have you watched? How many games have you watched?
Getting set to take the field. I guess I have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
I was thinking that Aaron Rodgers actually got helped out this year. He got screwed again. We ain't got no defense. I mean, we got defense. We got all right defense. We just need some linebackers. But our main linebackers hurt.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We drafted 3 receivers, rookie receivers, bro, and them niggas don't know the play.
Game he's having now.
Or if they do know the play, they stick to the play to the T. Like they don't understand how to be comfortable in the field. You feel me?
This and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Devontae Adams is the only person you could really count on because Randall Cobb is hurt. Geronimo Allison hurt.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, my
That's
Charger
often
in
a
the
surprise
car.
for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Switch up. Green 18. Check. 9. Here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Blue 58. Green 19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Crosby puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit
trying to
where
make a
it's
statement
due,
right
and that's
now,
to the
Q?
defense because they ran onto the
Got
field.
to, bro.
This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Give me that. Oh.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, bro, when your company was over there, Jabril had somebody clean.
For real.
2nd down.
I get happy every time I see them do it, man.
That is
He said, "Run for the good."
incomplete.
I said I get happy every time I see him. He did good things for me.
What's that?
What's his
an
name? He's doing
interception.
good things
Wow.
for me, too.
No, he did good things
You're
for
a
me.
nice guy. That was kind of savage.
Bro,
But correct.
my
No pitch, just
4
incomplete
starting
that time.
secondary,
So the failure to connect on
Travis,
2nd down, that leaves him
William
staring up here at a
Jackson,
3rd
Micah
and
Hyde,
8.
and Jesse Bates.
And my goodness,
Them
another
niggas was
interception.
4 out of the top 6.
Picked off at the 36.
Best
And he
defensive
brings
back
it
in the
back
country.
to right around the 26-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad
He really
career.
just keeps on trying to
But
go
when you
these
talk about
glitch
one
plays.
game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Hurry up.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
They do not want.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Box it. Green 19.
And they'll go on the ground.
We got 4
And
touchdowns.
forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to work up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
He just beating them all by himself. Tell you one thing, niggas ain't playing no defense in this playoff, man.
319!
Not like this.
Play some defense. You and beef.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41.
Ah, man.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Get up. Why you ain't pick it up and get
Well,
up?
one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play
If he
without
got up,
looking
bro,
at the
that's
scoreboard,
touchdown. He
without
faster
worrying
than
about where
everybody.
they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now they try the right side here. And there he goes inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Oh, they ain't let me do nothing.
But not before they get it inside to 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
No, check. Patriot!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Touchdown, Packers! Austin Seferian-Jenkins from 8 yards out, and the Packers are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
Maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
Did you hear about Dwight Howard?
A dump down to McKinnon. And he will
Did you hear
have the
about Dwight
first
Howard?
down as they get him to the ground at
Yeah,
the
by
37.
Jay ex-boyfriend.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
You surprised?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first
No,
and 10.
actually I'm not.
Well, I heard that. That ain't news.
Yeah, I was a little shocked, but I wasn't surprised at all. It actually made everything make sense. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you feel me? That ain't news. Nigga, I knew that. I didn't know his boyfriend was gonna do all that, but shit, I knew that.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep for and that's caught inside the 35.
Give me that. Oh, give me the ball.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Panthers. 62 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, rolls. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like Ford.
Good run.
Touchdown, Carolina. Thomas rolls. A 5-yard touchdown run. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
This nigga Jordan beat the alley-oop to himself now.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard, Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And able
Okay,
to break one
Khalil
tackle,
Hill.
quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it
Hello?
up.
Hey, dude.
And they'll run it here. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And
What you
he'll end
doing?
up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle.
I left my
and,
charger in the
late
fucking
this
car,
game,
man.
he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Gotta find the right charger.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jamie Collins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Hello?
You hung up on me?
Nah, I don't think these chargers work, babe.
Waiting.
Kiera.
Gotta blow hot air into that phone, make it charge.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Late fucking on the label.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead.
Boy. Nigga. The wife, I'm glad
Here's
the wife ain't
Myers
called
now
while
to
we
kick
was
it
in the
away.
middle of a tough, tight game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Life always come down in the middle of the fucking hardest game. See, I always want to talk while I'm playing Jaguars playing some shit.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Put shit in perspective,
9
don't it?
yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hell no.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I hate seeing that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Bro, that should be fucking me up every time, too.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll win now out of the gun. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So, hey, let's go, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10
playing
to the
time
9.
next year.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
I ain't gonna lie, he was my
next couple
scat
plays,
back
you only
this
need
year.
1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Woods. Jay Woods. What your ugly ass doing? What your ugly ass doing? Trying to get Beef back in here so we can get on this H1 Zizzle. Beef back in here so we can get on this H1Z1. Damn, only one of my receivers. Damn, I ain't had no targets to